Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 16 of Empower. Today we're moving into Swan and diving, so that we're going to, open into our hearts, kind of lean into the expansion and just space in our chests. So come sit up to begin. We'll just start by moving our arms. So sitting, you can have your legs long or your knees bent, and just start by bringing your hands to your heart. Just close your eyes. You can do this movement in a chair if you wish, on the floor, knees bent, legs straight, as you wish. And just as you settle into your bum, as you land into your body, feel the rise of your breath that pushes into your hands. Just without changing it, without anything, just notice your breath. And then notice the fall of your breath away from your hands. Forgot one of the Facebooks. And just feel that as you drop, you're sinking backwards, softening backwards. And then as you inhale, you fill into your hands, you expand into your hands. Drop. And then feel what your hands are feeling. Your chest, there's a sense of a cage, there's a space inside you here. There's a hollow space that is your lungs. Feel the wrapping of the cage or the cave of your chest. So it goes from the front under your armpits and then around across to the back. And can you feel like the bellows of your lungs, of the diaphragm, of the rib cage? Nice. So reach your arms up towards the ceiling, reaching really tall. Palms are facing each other, and then drop your elbows down to baby swan, and then squeeze them back into big swan. So I'm really squeezing them back, and I have a sense of my chest is being cracked open and wide. Nice. Reach your arms up and then dive like you're about to dive into a swimming pool. And feel the back of your body stretching. I'm going to translate this. So back of your body stretching. And then sitting up tall, pull your elbows down into baby swan, and then big swan. And then dive like you're about to dive into a swimming pool. So find the pull down and the opening, and then the diving forward and that opening. So as you move from diving into swan or swooping into swan and then diving, just feel the heart and the chest and the ribs moving as you do this. How deeply can you lean into this? Are both arms the same? Are both sides of your ribs the same? Do they express different patterns? Nice. So we're going to do elephant. So sitting tall, and then sweep your right arm across in front of your face so that it's beside your eyebrow, beside your face. And then we're going to spiral. Then turn your head and chest and look towards the right. And then back to center, drop your arm down. Sweep the left arm across, side of your face, and then spiral so that you're looking up and over and then down. Right arm across, spiral, down. And I'm pushing my other hand into my knee as I do this. I just feel that. You can go deeper into the side bend, so you're side bending more as you spiral. And just feel your heart, your chest, your torso. Nice. So that was swan to dive, elephant to spiral. And then we're going to do pull your elbow down deeply towards the floor and then reach directly sideways. So your arm is beside your ear. So as you squeeze down, feel the coordination of your rib cage and then the reaching deeply into your armpit. Squeeze, reach, squeeze, and reach. Pause in the reaching. I'm going to bring my left hand to the floor like scaffolding, and then I'm going to go deeper. Breathing into it. As you inhale, you expand. As you exhale, you kind of sink into it or soften into it. I prefer, I think, holding onto the right leg with my left hand. I'm going to sit back a bit more. So I've reached across as I side bend. And just breathe into that. Nice. Other side. Pull the left elbow down towards the floor and then over. Left elbow down. Over. Feel your armpit opening, the ribs. There's that a coordination. So if you imagine an accordion or a bandoneon, if you play tango, if you do tango, there's an instrument that's very like the accordion in Galway, or the concertina is what they also play in Ireland. Nice. And then I'm going to reach my right hand across, or you can have your right hand on the floor and then lean into it. Come back to center. Stretch your legs out long if they weren't before. Roll into your ankles. Roll in the other direction. Nice, we're going to twist. So both arms are forward in front of you. Pull your right elbow back and really pull as you reach forward into your left hand. And then change. Reach your right hand forward as you pull your left elbow back. And as I do this, I really feel this sense of like squeezing deeply into my organs, squeezing deeply into my chest. And I have this sense also that I'm pushing and rising through the spine. I'm really lifting through the spine. The reason why the class is it's a minute and a half late. I was just brushing my teeth and I look down and Bear is eating a bar of soap. It's amazing that dogs will eat soap. And I was like, oh. Nice. Next time you reach the right hand forward, bring your hands down towards the left and then sit super tall. But don't let go of the energy in your torso because your hands are doing something. Keep that sense of this spiraling. If you lift your hands, your torso should keep the shape. Nice. Back to center. Pull your right elbow back and then spiral to the left. Again, check. I like checking. My hands lift. My torso is still keeping that sense of shape, connection. Awesome. Roll your shoulders in a big circle. And really let your spine move as you do this. Use all that swan movements, the diving movements, all the different bits that we've just done. And then the other direction. Nice. So if you're sitting on a chair, come out of the chair and come sit on your mat. We're going to sit on the mat. I have an idea. God knows if it's going to work. It's one of those ones I'm making up. So bring both hands, bring your right hand behind you, and then spiral to bring your left hand behind you and come lie on your belly. So I've kind of rolled a little bit to the left side of my mat and then push both hands down and come back up. Do that again. Right hand behind you, left hand behind you, come lie on your belly and then come back up. If I go one hand at a time, I really control the descent and then I control the rise. So the order of the hands going down is the same. So right hand down, belly down. And then as I rise up, it's the left hand up and then the right hand up. One more time. Right hand down, left hand down. Left hand up, right hand up. Great. Other side. Left hand down, right hand down, belly down, right hand up, left hand up. So how do you make this really smooth? Like you're, I don't know, I feel kind of slightly mermaid-like, like I'm diving into water. And it's the moment of the most engagement into smoothness is when my right hand is lifting off the floor. It's that transition into just one hand. One more time. Nice, cool. Roll your shoulders again. That was really nice. It was a deep shoulder movement. Oh, and then in the other direction. Nice, cool. Push back into your downward dog, all the way back. Pull back into your heels. And use this movement to open into your heart. So I'm going to deepen into my heels, pull my hips backwards, push down into my hands. And just have a deep sense of pulling deeply back. And then imagining that I can lean a little bit more into my chest. That I can open into my rib cage. And that might be a side bend. I might be rocking my bum from side to side or dropping back so that your bum is dropping towards your heels. Or just see what engages your torso. For me, I'm going to rock forward and backwards a bit. Kind of into a plank. And then back into crouching. Right, that feels really nice for my rib cage. Nice. Come back to your downward dog. Bend your right knee. Lean into the left side of your ribs, the left side of your waist. And then bend your left knee. Lean into the right side of your ribs, the right side of your waist. Nice. Come back to center. So turn both toes towards the right side of your mat. Bend your knees. They're going to be bending towards the right. And then let your left bum drop down to the floor. Super. Rise up and twist towards the right, holding onto your right knee with your left hand. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Push back into your downward dog. Dancing dog to the other side. Turn your toes towards the left. Bend your knees. They're bending towards the left. Right bum comes down. And then twist towards the left, holding onto your left knee with your right hand. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Push back. Lengthen. Connect into your legs. Nice. So from here, drop your knees to the floor. And then step your right foot forward between your two hands. Whatever way you do that. Lengthen your back leg. And we're going to stay up on the toes. Okay, so the front foot is flat and the back foot is up on your toes. You're going to rise up. So hold on to your knee as you rise. And my back leg is straightening. I'm pushing down into my thigh and really moving my shoulders backwards. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Baby swan, big swan. And then reach your arms up and really slowly dive a tiny bit forward. Feel the balance. Pull your elbows back. Swan. And then forward, slowly dive. Last one. Swan. Pause in your swan. You're looking forward, not upwards. Elbows are pulling back. Your chest is gliding forward. Reaching up. Very slowly dive forward and bring your hands down either to your knee, to the floor, then step back into your downward dog. Pause. Nice. So drop your knees to the floor, step your left foot forward, bring your hands to the floor, lengthen your back leg, you're up on your toes, bring both hands to your front knee. And rise up, finding your balance. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows into swan. Feel your chest pop forward. And then reaching up very slowly, move into dive. Swan. Dive. Last one. Swan, pause there. Looking forward, not up. Pull your elbows back. Feel your chest moving more and more forward. Nice. Rising up. Moving forward into dive. Bring your hands to your knee. Hands to the floor. Step back, downward dog. Nice. Come lie on the floor on your belly, all the way down. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Bring your thighs a tiny bit closer together. So as we rise, we're going to lift our hands. Imagine that your thumbs are stuck to the side of your chest. So as you rise, your hands are going to lift with you. And then come back. So if you imagine, let's do it. So reach your hands forward. Your forehead is down towards the floor. Pull your elbows into swan. All the way back, and feel how it's very similar to what we just did when we rose up. So drop down with your forehead, keep your hands where they are, and then rise up and lift. And as I do this, my thumbs are just beside my chest. So as I rise, I'm like I'm in swan, and then down. Rise and down. One more time, rise, and this time let your hands slowly drop. Keep the engagement in your spine. I'm not changing anything in my spine. And then lean into your chest. If you want, you can squeeze your bum, lift your toes. I could lift my hands off, check. And then down. Lift your hands off, check. Down. Nice. Resting all the way down. Let your head drop onto your arms. Pause. Nice. One more of those. So reach your arms forward. Bend your elbows into baby swan, straight out from your shoulders. And then big swan. And then rise with your torso. And then down. Rise. Down. Last one. Rise. Awesome. And down. Bring your hands to the floor. Your elbows are bent and your elbows are straight out. And then reach your right arm long. Bend your left knee and bring your left foot behind you to the floor or to bear. Soap eating dog. Right hand to the floor. Stretch your left arm long. And then bring your right foot behind you. Just begin to travel from one side to the other. And feel that sense of your chest is opening. You're leaning into that deep sternum, deep rib cage. Your armpit is lengthening. As you lengthen your arm and swing the opposite foot backwards towards it. One more time each side. Nice. Come lie on the floor, all the way down on your back. Arms are wide. Let yourself land. Rock your knees from side to side. And bring some attention down into your legs. We did a lot of work today up into the chest, up into the shoulders, rib cage. So now we're just dropping our awareness down into our feet, down into our pelvis. Rocking one way, rocking the other. Nice. So come into gliders, last movement. And draw your right knee up towards the left side. And then your left knee up towards the right. So yeah, so this idea, really liked that idea of the container that is created by a 40-day practice. So Lent. Lent started 3 days ago. And so in my Irish psyche, Lent is a thing. Like we give up so much stuff as children. So I've taken on to do stuff, to plant seeds in the deep of me. So one of them is that I touch the river every day. I don't have to do anything with it. I don't have to get into it, all of me. All I have to do is just touch the river. And that is my practice. It will become many different things, but the baseline, shrink the goal, is I touch the river every day. There are the others that I do one sun salutation in the evening. That's all. I find as soon as I get to my mat, other things happen. But all I have to do is one sun salutation. And then the last one is that I draw one little drawing. And that's all I have to do. It's very inspiring. These tiny little moments, literally like 3 minutes each. Seeds of great trees within me. So pause, resting on your back. And just notice the seeds that you're planting this springtime in the deep of you. What tiny little practices can grow. So you don't start with trees when you set up a practice or an intention. You start with the smallest version of it. And you make it the smallest version, a habit or a regular occurrence in your daily life. So for me, one tiny picture, touching the river, one sun salutation. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where this will grow. This deep, yeah, it's nice. Roll over onto your side and just set an intention for the day. Nice. How wonderful. Nice. How great. Nice to have you here. Nice to be here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, feels like it's going to be a nice day here. I will see you all tomorrow, bright and early for some of you. And yes, it is getting brighter. It's amazing. There's just about light in the sky. I can see that there's dark blue in the sky right now. But I look west. If my windows were east, I could probably see more. And Neve, you probably see more. So great. I will see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao, Swan.